Hello and good afternoon to you for Burnley's latest league game. And Burnley have stayed in London after that Crystal Palace Cup win. They take on Queen's Park Rangers in West London. There's an atmosphere there. Two fellow promoted sides. Burnley doing much better than QPR at the moment. Although QPR statistically do have a much stronger squad. But that makes no difference when you're out on that football field. And Burnley now lying right in amongst the championship contenders, even at the halfway mark. So look at the QPR side. McCarthy surprisingly preferred to roll green in goal. Bobby Zamora and Charlie Austin partner each other up front. Leroy Fair and Joey Barton, the two-man central midfield force, with Hill and DaCosta, the two centre-backs. Burnley make a change in the midfield. Dean Marnie is the man that misses out. He's the only change from the cup victory against Palace on Wednesday. In comes Scott Alfield, and the rest of them do keep their places. They'll change Shackle at centre back and Danny Ings and Sam Vokes, that lethal combination at the moment up front. QPR in the strikes, or in the hoops, sorry, about to get us away. Burnley in claret and blue, both in traditional colours. As the rain streaks on, it's very there's a lot of surface water on top, but the pitch is very playable. Here's Hughes, giving away to Phillips. One of the smallest grounds in the Premier League off this row, with a capacity just shy of 20,000. Stephen Ward. Oh, we've scored on Wednesday night, incidentally. Here's Kitely. Still Kitely. Oh, just saved by McCarthy, and that's a corner. It was dangerous on Wednesday night. Michael Kitely cutting in on the left-hand side. Terrific right-footed shot, but would have expected McCarthy to have made a save there. And Phillips is injured, by the way, as Kitely prepares to take this corner. It's deep. And there's a header. Almost off the line there. And it was O'Shea. Shackle may have had the header there. It's back with O'Shea. Now it's with Shackle. Ford. Now an opportunity there for Kitely to break, but Phillips has got it back for QPR. Wooding with a tremendous challenge. The flag has gone up for offside against Michael Kitely, so a free kick to Queen's Park Rangers. As you can see, yeah, just slightly offside there. It's Foster to take the free kick. Actually, DaCosta and Clint Hill, the two centre-backs, that's out of play. Phillips couldn't keep it in. Good for a quarter of an hour gone. No goals. Hughes with Ings. And Ings might get the better of the defender. Good challenge there, but DaCosta went away under severe pressure from Danny Ings. Here's Charlie Austin. Giving the ball forward. Austin trying to look for his strike partner, Bobby Zamora. Check a career since coming through the ranks all those years ago at Brighton at their old Webdean ground. Hughes making a terrific pass. Hughes! Tremendous play. Wonderful in the play with Ings, Presley, Danny Ings, Presley, and then Will Hughes, who initially started the move and then just put the shot just narrowly wide of that far post. A good header. And here's Austin. Good on. Looking quickly. There's a good ebb and flow to this game as we approach the quarter. Oh, and halfway through the first half, and QPR struck the first blow. Keaton and the prior. 1-0. And it's the former Burnley boy, Charlie Austin. Heaton is flapping at thin air, to be fair. Gets away here from Will Hughes. And from the moment it left his foot, Heaton was not getting anywhere near it. And the former Burnley striker comes back to haunt his old club. 5th goal of the season. And Burnley now in trouble on the road. And the last 2 Premier League games have ended in draws. They're back to winning ways against Crystal Palace, but they trail here. Charlie Austin. Of all the ironies. Charlie Austin, of all people. Here's Phillips. Got a challenge there. Has to time it well there, Shackle. Well, the QPR. They lead by a goal to 0. Barton. Phillips. Share across. Good challenge there by the former Manchester United and Sunderland centre half. Now Will Hughes. He's got Ings to the left. And Hughes goes forward. And he's going straight through. Saved. Ings is there, but he can't turn it in. And Burnley are making chances, but just can't beat the Carpi in the goal. Here's Shackle. Not a good ball. Help. Well, off this road, he's buzzing because QPR are a goal up. You have to say it was a very good goal from Austin. Only struggling here to come to terms with Leroy Fer here, who's just darting away here. And it needed a good challenge by Shackle to turn it away for a QPR corner. And 5 in 16 appearances. On face value doesn't seem a lot, but not telling that the QPR fans as Joey Barton prepares to take another corner. Burnley mustn't go to sleep here on the set place. That's a good header out, but not very far. Zamora's there. Zamora! For the corner. That's what Burnley defending in the latter stages of the first half. Gerrard jumped in the air. Goal kick given. Now it's a corner. And Shane must have got a touch. And it's a first half stoppage time here at Loftus Road. And it's the hosts are in front. Their 3rd corner in succession. Hughes gets it away. Now can Ings bring it out? No, he can't. It's still alive in the Burnley penalty area. It's dangerous ties there. And it goes behind this time, surely for a goal kick. Shackle. Ward. Would have been time for one last attack. I don't think they will now. The conditions not really helping Burnley's play at the moment. Hughes. Now Ings. Last chance to show what he can do. And Danny Ings is broken through now. Can he get the equaliser? He can! Burnley have struck right to the net for the first half. Danny Ings, the top scorer, strikes again. Weaved his way through the QPR defence. Will Hughes put him in and beats McCarthy, who up until then was proving very unbeatable. Not anymore, he's not. Burnley get themselves back into the business here. Tom Eaton's delighted about that. 14 for the season in the league. An amazing return for a guy who up until last season had never played in Premier League football before. And there is the whistle blown by the referee. So Charlie Austin, the former Burnley man, puts QPR ahead with a terrific goal halfway through the first half. But Danny Ings, right on the stroke of half-time, has levelled things up for Burnley. And at half-time at Loftus Road, it's 1-1. Welcome back just before the second half, just to bring you some half times going around the grounds. At Villa Park, it's 1-1 between Villa and Leicester, 0-0 at Anfield between Liverpool and Sunderland, Chelsea winning at St James's Park 2-1 against Newcastle, 0-0 at St Mary's between Southampton and Manchester United, likewise at the Britannia between Stoke and Arsenal, and West Ham and Swansea drawing 1-1 at Upton Park. No changes from either side as we get this second half underway. 1-1 here at Loftus Road. QPR and Burnley, two newly promoted sides. QPR just struggling a bit in their first season back in the Premier League after 1 year out. Burnley, 5 years after 5 years out, back in the top flight again and doing well, punching well above their weight. And I believe with a hefty transfer kitted by their standards to come in the January window, they can only get stronger from here on in as they look to go for at least the Champions League place, and they're still in a hunt in all 3 or 4 other competitions as Heaton has to make an early save with an eye. I think it was Bobby Zamora. Breaks to Austin here. The cross coming in. Shackle trying to get it away. Now it's Inks. Been a good game of football, even although being played in very tough conditions. Burnley get the throw. Danny Inks did very well to actually win the throw. And for QPR, a difficult trip to Goodison Park next weekend. And then we'll make a substitute. Sandro, the former Tottenham man, the Brazilian, replaces Joey Barton. Not really going into the game too much at all. Maybe a little bit more Brazilian flair into that QPR midfield. That's a good ball, but it just won't reach Boyd. No team for appearance today for Manuel da Costa. 1-1 still at Loftus Road, but we come towards the hour mark now. One of the smallest Premier League ground out of the 20 Premier League grounds that there are this season. There's the cross, deep one, and Burnley got themselves into a little bit of a pickle, but it's come to Vokes now. Only Inks to his left hand side, but Vokes might go alone, and he's going to go right through. He's one-on-one with McCarthy, and he plays it to Ings, who misses an open goal. Unbelievable. Well, Mauro Zarate will come on and replace Bobby Zamora. Looks like for like, so Zarate will play up front with Charlie Austin. And meanwhile, Burnley may be forced into making a change. Will Hughes does not look fit at all. And it looks as if Di Marni is going to replace him. And there's going to be another change up front. Sam Vokes is going to be replaced by Ashley Barnes. And I suppose with Paris Saint-Germain in mind, I just want to make sure that Hughes is fresh, I suppose, for that Champions League game, a crucial one, because there's £10 million riding on the result of that match at the Parc de France on Wednesday night. So, well, a couple of changes there needed, and Ashley Barnes gets a run out. Good tackling again by O'Shea. Cantley. Marnie actually just ricocheted, fell right in the path of Zarate. Scott Arfield. That's a terrible ball from Arfield. That was intended for Boyd. It wasn't a good tackle, and that wasn't a particularly good tackle there on Phillips. Yellow card for Arfield. It was a bad tackle, and Arfield can complain about the decision, but I think the referee made a good call. And the change in the offering for QPR. Our final change of the afternoon. We confirmed the change for QPR as we're looking at this free kick that's going absolutely nowhere. Fowling is on for third. That's the final change that QPR have been allotted to make, and that has just reached Shackle then. Here's Ings. Wins the ball back. He miscontrolled it initially, and he's through. Can Ings finish this time? No, McCarthy makes the save. Well, he's been superb today, Alex McCarthy, for the opposition. Burnley not really been allowed to play their normal game due to the conditions more than anything else. Look at QPR though. Burnley yet to lose in the Premier League this season. That's quite some record. And, oh! Johnny with a distortion. And it was Sandro with the shot. I think Eaton might have had it covered anyway. Sandro hit that one really well. And another day that would have cracked in the near post. And maybe a save required from Tom Eaton maybe. Arfield. QPR. Arfield once again. QPR. Once he's back in the hoops, here's Marnie. That's a good break. It's Di Marnie for Burnley, and McCarthy saves with the legs. As Speroni was nutmegged twice by Burnley attackers on Wednesday night with shots going through his legs, and McCarthy wasn't fooled, but will he be fooled by Boyd? No, he won't even be tested as we go into 5 added minutes at the end of the second half. Handy point really for Burnley because they haven't been allowed to play a normal good attacking football due to the weather conditions. Nothing to do with QPR or anything like that. But they might still win it. And it's Scott Arfield breaking forward. And he breaks to Ings. And he's put it in right at the end. It's actually Barnes who claimed it, I think. Maybe Barnes, yes. Ashley Barnes has won it. It broke to him very kindly, but he nipped in ahead of McCarthy and has won Burnley the game. I was just saying seconds before that boy, it would be so handy for Burnley in terms of how they've had to adapt into the difficult conditions out there. They've just won the game potentially, but my goodness, they've had to come from behind and work hard to get the victory. 2-1. And that was the last act of a truly remarkable game of football played in terrible weather conditions. QPR took the lead from Charlie Austin halfway through the first half. Danny Ings equalised right on the stroke of half time. And right at the end, Ashley Barnes won the points. Full time here, Burnley win 2-1 at Loftus Road.